Let's go over the biggest results from the wild 2025 F1 Spanish Grand Prix weekend. McLaren's Oscar Piastri won the Spanish Grand Prix to cap off a truly awesome weekend that saw him take pole position on Saturday by over 2/10, the largest pole margin of the entire season thus far. It was a McLaren 1-2 as Lando Norris finished just behind Oscar in P2 to lose some ground to Piastri in the World Drivers' Championship just one race after Lando made up a lot of ground on Oscar with his win in Monaco. P3 was pretty much already in Red Bull driver Max Verstappen's back pocket before a late race safety car and the subsequent shenanigans it led to handed the final podium position to Ferrari's Charles Leclerc and dropped Max Verstappen from P3 all the way down to an absurd P10. P4 went to Mercedes' George Russell, and P5 somehow went to Nico Hülkenberg, of all people, to give the German driver his best Grand Prix result since 2019 and Sauber their best result since 2022. P6 went to Ferrari's Lewis Hamilton, who was disappointed with his result that saw him finish 3 places behind his teammate who was on the podium, and also get overtaken at the end of the race by Nico Hülkenberg in what was F1's last place car headed into Spain. P7 went to rookie sensation Isaac Hadjar of VCarb, who has now finished in the points in 4 of the last 5 races despite being in a midfield car, to cement himself as one of the best rookies in recent years, who is now sitting an impressive P9 in the Drivers' Championship. J-Bone's crystal ball says that in the not-so-distant future, Hadjar will be the second Red Bull car's next victim. P8 went to Alpine's Pierre Gasly for just his 3rd points finish of this season in what is now the last place Alpine car. Alpine finishing well in the points and still dropping to last place in the Constructors just shows how wildly competitive F1 is this season from top to bottom. P9 went to Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso as he finally finished in the points this season, made all the more better by the fact that it happened at his home Grand Prix in Spain. And P10, like I said, went to Red Bull's Max Verstappen because of a combination of bad luck, bad strategy, and bad self-control. Don't worry though, Max fans. Max still won driver of the day, and that cannot be taken away from him, unlike everything else this weekend was. In terms of other results from the 2025 Spanish Grand Prix weekend, we had some big movement in the World Constructors' Championship. Ferrari jumped from P4 in the Constructors straight up to P2 after leapfrogging both Red Bull and Mercedes. VCarb jumped ahead of Haas to P7, and Sauber leapfrogged Alpine and Aston Martin to P8 from last place, meaning Alpine are F1's new last place team. Only Williams and McLaren ended the Spanish Grand Prix weekend in the Constructors' Championship positions that they were in beforehand, which is wild. I love F1 this season.